Sorry, I gotta get rid of St. Jude again. Sorry, St. Jude. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, what happened? No! Oh god, I've clicked something I shouldn't have clicked. Chad, I've screwed up. Exit. Oh no! Phew. Alright, hello YouTube, hello Twitch, Cass, Revan, Mike, thank you for the lurk. Alright, sorry, we're struggling. Excuse me, I'm struggling today. I'm also so tired. I almost just got up from my nap and went right to bed. I really struggled for about an hour getting up and getting ready. Alright. So let's get back to Mouse PI if you guys are cool. Hopefully we can beat this soon. We beat Dead Take. So we have this game to beat, and then it's just back to grinding Witcher 3, which would be awesome. You do know that you can just go to sleep. I know, but my plan was to take just a quick nap. Come home from work, okay, I get home at 6, and my plan was to take a quick nap, and then I'd be up by 7 or 8. But I didn't take my nap till 7:30, and then I ended up sleeping from 7:30 till 9:30. And then I got up and I went, I should just go to bed. I think I'm going to do that. Let me get my phone and I'll message Discord that I won't be on stream and I'm going to go to bed. And then I remembered that I'm starting my workout journey, guys. I'm starting to work out every day and I didn't do today's workout. So I was like, oh, I got to work out. Might as well play games. So I got up, I did my workout. All right, continue. Wait, no, look, wait. Continue. So just because I'm tired, I got other things I gotta do. So I'm trying to push through the tiredness so I can work out every day. Get in shape. All right. Drink caffeine and play video games? Yes. No, I already worked out though. You forget, I worked out. I worked out before stream. And now I'm awake. Now I need caffeine and I need... Oh, that's right. We did this spooky area. This was kind of creepy. We did the ex-wives. Was that literally the last thing I did was the ex-wives storyline? Fun. Rest in peace, the caretaker, in case of memory. Or case of emergency, please do not dig him up. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, speak here.
Uncle Take Care? You there? What's all that ruckus down in the hall?
Ruckus? Probably nothing, but I'll take a look.
I know I should have my...
Safe.
I have my
Alrighty-o.
zero caffeine
Come on in.
Coke.
Who's that, the help? Some long-lost
But
kin?
I hadn't had any caffeine today. That's also why I was so tired. And I was just really craving. Someone left a regular Coke, because I don't have regular Coke in my fridge. I have caffeine-free Coke, I have cherry Dr. Pepper, and I have Mountain Dew Zero. And I saw someone left a regular Coke Zero in there, and I was like, oh. I'm gonna treat myself. That sounds like I'm hot and sweaty from my workout.
What the hell are cultists around here for?
I gotta remember the controls, so bear with me. There's dash. We got some cannonballs, which bodes well for me in the fact that there might be a secret somewhere. Hi, Deathmonger. That's a clue. That's a clue. I watched National Treasure the other day. Again. Something for a sharp-nosed detective like me, the Mouseburg Sewers 1878 map.
Sense a strong lead with this one.
Money. We like money. No entry yet. No entry yet. Why does it constantly sound like someone's taking like leather and just like ripping it? What sound effect is that for? What sound of like where is it coming from? That's a clue. A dossier on a strange cult that emerged in Mouseburg. Seems the Big Mouse Party is surveilling these crazies. Files, papers, and pictures all stuffed into one sleek folder. Contains dossiers on multiple cult members and outlines the BMP's thinly veiled plan to poke around some secret show. Something about drinking a cold pop be hitting the days that are hot. Yes! Do I really want to know what that sound is?
So the BMP's officials are keeping an eye on the cult members. What's their angle? What are they looking for?
Okay, I really shouldn't have done that one. I should have switched. I love my pistol, but that was the wrong moment to switch to it, I guess. Wrong moment to switch to the pistol. Let's do Tommy gun. I mean James gun. Sorry, the James gun. Another clue. I know, Cass. I know what it sounds like because I played one too many rounds of Clue in that leather chair. Okay, 1 second. I'm having a chat with my brother because he's finally done playing Final Fantasy 13 after like 9-10 years of grinding it out because he wanted to 100% it. And I was watching play Final Fantasy, and I hate Final Fantasy 13 with an absolute passion. So I'm like, thank God you're done with it. Can we please play a different one? I want to beat Final Fantasy 8. Please play it so I can watch you play it. And he's like, or there's Final Fantasy 2. I could start that, or Final Fantasy 13 2. I could start that one. I'm like, no! For the love of God, no! Oh my God. Nice. Hi, Otaku. Why is it taking them so long? Because it's a horrible game. Because it's a horrible game nobody wants to be playing. IMO. Alright, I know other people like it. I just don't like that one. I don't like the story. I don't like the characters. I don't like that one at all. And to me, it's super boring. And so he's just in and out of it over the years. He drops it and picks up. Plus, he doesn't have a lot of time to play games. He's got a family. He's a basketball coach, and he's doing kid sports. So every day he's just doing whatever. So he randomly pops on to beat it. So he finally texted me his 100. He sent me the screenshot of him 100%ing it. But see, that's why I like the old ones, because I'm like, let's just play the story. And I was really we started 8 before we started 13, and that was years ago.
And everybody else
some
here
reason
not sitting on a cushion.
Some reason he jumped ship and went to 13. And he likes 13 because he likes the combat. It's when I think 13's when the combat shifted. right? It didn't have the old style combat, and he likes that. He enjoys that a lot more. It's just, as the watcher, I hated it because I'm not playing it, so I don't get that aspect. I'm only getting the story that makes 0 sense and is so confusing, and it's like my least favorite Final Fantasy characters in that game, and every time they show up on screen, it drives me nuts. Ugh, I just hated every second. And I don't like how they chose to do the Aeons in that one. It was like, ugh, I just hated it. I hate everything about it. But I was really liking 8. I really wanted him to play that one. So I think he says he might do both, he says. He'll jump back and forth. But hi, Torin. Triple Triad? Yeah. I don't know. We didn't get very far in 8, but I like the story a lot so far. Like, okay, again, it's been a long time, and I have bad memory retention already when it comes to games that I love myself. So, a fact that I didn't really play the game and I watched him, all I remember about 18 is we started off and you're in some kind of, like, military academy of some sort, right, in the Final Fantasy world. You got your gun sword. You got a gun sword. I remember this, and then I remember we were able to get into a vehicle and drive around the map. We didn't get very far. I think, like, the school was attacked or something, if I remember right. I think that's about as far as we got, and we kind of stopped. So it's kind of like, we were very early game. I was really liking it. So I'm trying to convince him to get it reinstalled, and we'll play it. We go on a week-long camping trip in July every year. And that's usually when he'll start playing a game. And so, like, on days where we're bored, he'll play it, and I'll sit and watch it on the couch while he puts it on the TV. Alright, there's a big one here. Millie, the half-shrew girl living alone in Kurd's mansion, is in truth his illegitimate daughter. An old flaky photo shows Miles Kurd with a little girl beside him. Both look wildly uncomfortable. Somehow that discomfort makes Kurd seem just a bit tense. A bit less tense, I guess, than you remember.
Huh. Most peculiar.
Oh, I was like, is there a trap door on the ground? No, the door just fell over. Interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that. I meant to do this. Although I did need to eat the cheese. Pour the wine and cut the cheese. To be fair, you liked 8 more than 7 way back then? It's not liked by a lot of people, and I can see why. I know a lot of people didn't like it because they didn't like the combat shift. My brother really liked the combat shift himself. I just didn't like the characters. Like, at all. There's a couple characters that I do like, and I'm like, unfortunately, you're in the worst game. If you were in a different game... you would do well. Shit. That's not my... Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to swear. Oh, yeah. I was trying to undo my tail and I accidentally exited. Alright, secrets. Looking around for baseball cards. You didn't care for the level up system in 8? It scales with you? And you thought 8 had the best intro too for any game? Yeah, and that's another game I would like to get back to too. I know I keep saying Witcher 3, but sometimes I'll juggle a couple games at the same time so I don't get bored of a story. I think once we're done with Mouseburg, we'll get back into Witcher 3 mainly. Every time I go to say a game, then I remember other games I haven't finished. I was gonna say I would like to play Final Fantasy 16. I was really enjoying Final Fantasy 16, and I would like to eventually beat that, I think. But then I remember I also have to beat the Indiana Jones DLC. We have to get back to the Indiana Jones DLC too. But that one I have to have my Xbox set up. Oh, it is set up. I just reached down and touched it. It's right there. Oh, this is what we're hearing. Nope, I still hear. I'm still hearing the leathery rope. It's either like a leather grind or a rope, like a rope burn grind. I think that's the noise that it was coming from, was that, but it's still going. So I don't know what else they want from me. Money. Wow, this is a tall tower. Baseball card? He keeps his daughter locked up in the attic.
Who the heck are you? Beat it, or I'm calling my dad right.
Dad? Of course.
Yeah, and Indiana Jones might be fast to finish.
Weird places wasn't really my game.
I do think we need to get there. Oh, and Baldur's Gate. See, Cass, you were so right. I gotta be Baldur's Gate.
Betty Lynch's scratch of the picture.
What?
And the cheese curds have crumbled.
This is the operator. There's been a murder at the secret show. Miles Curd is dead. I repeat, Miles Curd is dead.
So much for Daddy. Boo boo doo boo doo doo. Yeah, we have Baldur's Gate. We have Indiana Jones. We have Still Wakes the Deep. But Still Wakes the Deep costs money, so I'm not jumping on that at this moment. Games that are already owned that I need to beat. Indiana Jones. Baldur's Gate 3. Witcher 3. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang. I love my James Gunn. The boomstick. We have 2 shotguns now, that's right. The boomstick versus the double barrel. Whew, we have 5 left. We could do we could do one of our we can do 1 to max level. Let's do the Varnisher. There you go. I'll do that one. I'm hitting, okay, I was gonna say I'm hitting X to save. Alright, no collectibles missing. Oh, wait. We missed one named card. Spied up. 1,300. I just spent that was a lot of money. A lot of money, but you know what it means? It means it's time for us to play. It's time for us to do a little game. Madam? Alright, what are we gonna band? Pitcher? No, pitcher's fine. I feel like I always feel like I want to ban the batter. A batter, or do I ban a pitcher? Wait, I don't have any plain batters. So maybe we do Maybe we do ban this guy. Oh yes! I also have to do my Eagle playthrough, so actually... Actually, I need to start that sooner than later because just in case it takes a long time to play, right? I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping, again, if I stick to the main quest and we kind of just grind through it, I already know all my answers. I'm hoping it doesn't take us long. So I think we should start that actually before we start grinding Witcher 3. We'll get it going. We'll get that going and see how that starts to feel before we start mixing in a bunch of other stuff. And yes, my mom and I are already talking about her coming over one day to play a scary game as well. So we just had to pick one out and find a night that she can play. She's sick right now, so she doesn't have a voice, so she can't come over anytime soon. This one and this one. Son of a bitch! Yes! Come on, I just need to get one brought in. Let's go. We just need to get one in. Home run, home run, home run, please. Yes! Oh, I didn't just get one in. I got all three. Easy money. Easy money. Hi, Kai. Killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed him to tigers that's snacking.
What's happening?
Carol Baskins. Carol Baskins. Oh. That power swing of 3 is crazy. Hi, J-Rock. Hello. Oof. Oof. He's got this one. Ba-do, ba-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. I won. I won the money. I won the money. The money is mine. I won the money. All right. I don't know how many tokens I won. I'm assuming just one, but sometimes I feel like if you win by a lot, you win more than one token. I don't know how that works. But we're gonna go and check out the actual home plate. Also, thank you, Otaku. On the 13-14, spell your lovely friend, a Twitch streamer. It's their birthday. Happy birthday. Live streamed at Australia SeaWorld. That's cool. I would love to do more live streaming. I would love to do more live streaming stuff. I had a lot of fun. The only problem is, again, my phone battery. I don't know how people... They have to have, like... What's crazy is a lot of people have, like, all the equipment. They have to have, like, backpacks with batteries and stuff. And, like, I just... God, I ain't got the money for that. You never did see our date? You didn't go on the date with me, Kai?
Millie was in good hands here. Me, though,
It was awesome.
I had more questions and not a single answer in sight.
It was awesome, except for the fact that everything I tried to do didn't work out. I tried to take us on a carriage ride. I tried to take, and then when that failed, we tried to go on the trolley ride, like a trolley through town, and that didn't work out. But we got, you guys paid for the hot, you guys got me hot chocolate. We had, you know, we had some little drinks. We walked the Christmas village. Went down to the bakery. It was fun. Oh, my mom pointed out the spot where they filmed an episode of 90 Day Fiancé. And my mom actually enjoyed it so much. She's like, I love that. And it was so funny because, like, I was so worried about the public streaming aspect, right? Like, I'm so nervous what people will think, like, because of my social anxiety. I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird to me to be out there filming myself, right? I'm just not that kind of person. But actually, when I had my phone, people were so nice about it. Like, before I would go into a place, I would talk to them, and then I would be like, is it okay if I come in and film a little bit? I'm live streaming. And they'd be like, yeah, come on in. And then they'd ask questions. Oh, Kai, you guys also took me to see some blacksmithing. We saw some blacksmithing firsthand. They gave me a little example of how they make, I think, were they making a horseshoe, or were they making a horseshoe knife? Is that what they were working on? I keep saying, I totally forgot. I was going to put that on our incentive for charity this year. How did I keep forgetting that? I was going to add that as one of my milestones. That if we reached high enough, I would go to the blacksmithing class. Because they said I could live stream it. I asked him. I would just have to have it set up somewhere so you guys could watch me doing the class. That would have been fun. It was awesome. Yeah, I did say it was okay. The stream was awesome, but yeah, it was funny. The stream was awesome, but at the end of the stream, I told Chad, I said, "Oh, that inferiority. That was I might have done it both times, but that was during the crab claws dinner. I told Chad that they were lovely people, but I just wasn't feeling the chemistry, so I wouldn't be seeing them for a second date." Yeah, that was the crab claws dinner. Should have done that over the feet pics. I forgot though. I just remembered. I don't have a good memory. World famous series cosplayer sweats on stream. How is that better than the feet pics? That seems, I mean, better in the aspect that people would be way more fetishizing that, I feel like. One of your friend live streams them doing things like learning to do pottery and crochet. That's really cool, Cass. Yeah. Again, I keep saying, like, I would love to just live stream. Like, I have so many projects I want to do, and I feel like Eddie would do this from time to time. Eddie would just turn on his live stream and then just work on cleaning his garage. He'd clean his garage and just talk, and I would put up his live streams and hang in the chat. Like, I want to do stuff like that more often and go and do things, you know. I'd be right on the front page for it, too. Oh, speaking of, you guys... Speaking of that, okay. Snackless mentioned this the other day, and Twitch officially posted about it that they're opening up applications. So it's not like a guaranteed applications for their in their creator camp. So Twitch is really cool. They have a creator camp, if you guys didn't know, for anyone who's interested in streaming. They have a lot of like articles and tutorials and stuff to help with streaming aspect and getting things set up, like the do's and don'ts. And they are opening up applications for their sponsorship program. So through Twitch. So just like Stream Elements, you can sign up for Stream Elements, and Stream Elements hooks you up with sponsorships and stuff. Like, I think Kai's, I don't know if Kai ended up ever doing it, but I know Kai signed up. I've done it. That's how I did the I've done Roblox sponsorships. I've done, wait, is that the only one I've ever done? That might be the only sponsorship one I've ever done. But I'm signed up, so in case anything comes through, we decide we want to try it. But Twitch has built-in ones that hook you up with, like, sometimes with games and other sponsorship stuff. And then it's all handled through your dashboard, so it's, like, all up to code, and then it, like, puts up the graphics you need, and it gives you, like, all that stuff. They're opening it up to affiliates now, not just partners. So, we signed up for that. We signed up for that. And then I also signed up. Open applications came available for the Twitch Women's Guild, which Mav shouted me out, or like showed me that and how to sign up. So I did that. And so like the Twitch Women's Guild, I was reading up on it. You know, again, because I don't want to just sign up for stuff unless I know what it is and whether it's like the right thing for the stream, right? But the Twitch Women's Guild, and they have other guilds for like what do you call it, the for different demographics, right? So like you have like, gosh, why can't I think of what I'm trying to say? Anyways, it's to help promote like lesser streamers, right? So like women streamers, get them out there, get them promoted and stuff. And so one of the benefits they said is sometimes like during Women's Month, some of the Women's Guild people can have front page access and stuff. So I was like, oh, very cool. But at the same time, like I signed up regardless of that because I was like, it's another great way to connect with other female streamers, learn from them, see how they handle their streams. Because again, like I'm always interested in, like I watch a lot of guy streamers for entertainment, but sometimes I like to have, like I like to watch both, and I specifically like to have girl streamers because I try to see like what they're doing and how they're handling their streams comparatively to mine. So hopefully both applications, we'll see how that works out, right? Yeah. But of course we wouldn't we wouldn't shy away if something happens and, you know, there's the potential chance for free promotion, right? Again, as an affiliate, you know, probably less likely than a partner, but for entertainment. Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna grab that. I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, out of context, that's also in context, 100%. Hey, if guys can watch girl streamers for their beauty, I can watch guy streamers for their beauty. Also, I saw a really funny TikTok about Masters of the Universe, the He-Man, new He-Man, and I really want to see it. But someone goes, "Finally, this is what we've been saying when we want video game equality for our male and female characters, right? Whenever like you have female characters, they're always in sexy chainmail bikinis, like barely covered, and the men are full suits of armor, right? And we say we want equality. That doesn't mean we don't want to be sexy. We want the male characters to be sexy too." And so like they showed they're like the male character is in a harness, a strap harness, and a skirt, and the woman is fully clothed and armored up. I was like, yes, that's what we want. That's what we want right there. Okay, let me add this quote. Quote, add a new one. You never forget people for attacking the 80s combat outfits for Conan and Red Sonja. Clearly, they needed the mobility. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, here's the thing. I'll make fun of, like, the bikini armor. Like, who's that protecting? Who's that protecting? But you bet I'm putting that outfit on my character when I'm playing. Okay? You best bet. I'm wearing it. Really means clicks? No, what I'm trying to say is like not underprivileged. What's it? I can't think of the word. What's it called when it's like right? Obviously the top streamers, white males. What's it called? What's the word called for other groups? So they have like minorities. Maybe that's the word I'm thinking, like for but I don't know if that's quite, yeah. But there's different groups, right? So there's I think there's the they have, no, I can't think of any of them. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna tell you what they are in case any of you guys are interested. You can keep an eye on them. Like, I don't know who else streams, but if anyone is interested in streaming, you can keep an eye out for their Twitch guilds. Twitch guilds. What Twitch guilds are there? My brain just isn't braining, so please forgive me. Okay, so Twitch, okay, yes, Twitch Women's Guilds, the Twitch Black Guild, the Twitch Latin Guild, and the Twitch Pride Guild. So yeah, so like different minority groups, I guess, yeah. Maybe it was minority I was trying to think of, but I'm like, I don't think I felt like minority was the right word, but I guess it is. Underprivileged is just what kept popping in my head. Grace Jones gave you the perfect example. You know what? I've never watched Red Sonja, Kai. I have never watched Red Sonja. I think I've seen Conan, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not 100% sure because I'm pretty sure doesn't that have nudity in it? And I don't think I would have been allowed to watch that as a child. So now I'm trying to remember if I've ever actually seen Conan all the way through. But I think I've seen Conan. I've never seen Red Sonja. So that's one to add to our list of movies to watch. And I really want to watch the old Masters of the Universe. I would be down to do a community night if you wanted to, or just like a friend night. Up to you if you were interested. I think that would be fun. And I want it to be known that I've been wanting to watch that for like 2 years. It's been on my list. So before the new movie was like I heard about it. I've been wanting to watch the old one. Now I'm just hyped about the new one because I was so excited about watching the old one. Yeah, I think we should do the old 80s Masters of the Universe watch party. Okay. But yeah, like for instance, right now for Pride Month, right? Twitch will promote different members of probably the Pride Guild, right? And give them access to like front page stuff. And they'll do the same on Women's Month, and Black History Month, and things like that, I think. So the fact that they will see, but like Mav like mentioned it like to sign up because they were having open applications. Because front page is reserved specifically for partners. That's a partner perk. But once in a while, I have seen people who aren't partnered on there, and I always wondered how like that happens, and I think it's because they're part of guilds and stuff like that. So, or they get lucky enough to reach out about something. So like, for instance, if I was doing St. Jude stuff and I was able to get a hold of someone and I get lucky, like maybe they would promote that on the front page, right? Like my thought is with streaming, like I love streaming regardless if we ever grow, if we just stay the way we are, I'm happy. I do it because I like gaming and hanging. But I will never squander opportunity, right? I'm not going to squander it. So we're going to try and what happens, right? Hi, Tammy.
What's shaking, Jacko?
That's all you got to say to me, Tammy? Dude, I'm really digging the song down there. It's like a countrified song. I like it. I was coming in here because I want to check. Oh, 17. Let's play another round. Let's play another round. We got to get to 18. We got to get to 18. We We gotta get to 18. I'm going for that home run, baby! Play ball! Ah, dang. I just glance over and I see guys coming. I'd be so pissed if I was a world famous model and they made me look like I hit a tree. Oh my god. At least I got one run in. I got one run. I never played Andromeda. I loved Mass Effect, and then Andromeda dropped, and I just was like, I did not like how it looked. It was so, and that's what happened. I feel like with the new Dragon Age too. It was like such a shift in look that it took me out. And I try not to be like that, but it's like I can't help it. It took me out, and I never ended up jumping into the. I never got around to jumping into the game. Yeah, imagine. Okay, so like imagine finally getting the chance, and you mocap for Kingdom Come Deliverance 3, right? This is me picturing this. They asked me to come in. I'm mocap, and I said I'm willing to be an NPC, and then I get like the most. Hey, I'd still do it, but then they make me the most ugly NPC. And you're like, oh, that's me. Like it looks like you, but yet they make you like look awful. But like in the context of that world, I'm like, I don't care. They could make me look like they shaved my head from lice. I've got all kinds of problems going. I could have leprosy. I don't care. Put me in that world. Let's see. It wasn't letting me do pitch focus. I was trying to do pitch focus too, but didn't need it. Didn't need it. You'd have it in your contract if they're gonna change your looks, it has to be the slider towards attractive. Let it be known I'm only mocapping if I'm myself or hotter. Thank you. Yeah, I can't save the world if I'm not hot. True. True. Power swing, son of a bitch! He's batting with an axe. Okay, okay, we gotta stop this boy. We have to stop this boy. I have this. I don't have to use my fielding play. We have this one. Got him. Got him! Fielding play of 1 will only stop him from moving 1 speed, though. So I could do 2, but is 5 enough to stop him from hitting the ball? No, it was not! He beat me! Give up. Yes. 2-1. Try again. The Calcast is his real life character. That's why it's so popular. Everyone wanted to sleep with him. We might be projecting on that one, Kai. We might be projecting on that one, you and I. Too good. Home run. Let's go. Dang it. I knew I should have used the pitch. That's okay. They got one spot. Okay, I'm gonna take 7 and then we're gonna do See, his runner still gets on because he has a speed of 1. So I have to stop him from running in. So, okay, he'll still only get 1 run, so he can't get to home. I think that's the last round, right? Or is there one more after this? Rush. One more. So we could do this. Oh, yes, this will stop him. His speed is under 2. But why not? Throw it out there. Go big or go home. Got him. I won. I won the money. We're up to 18. Let's go. 18. Only one more game day and we'll have our tokens. Okay. Watch out there, lady. Pin your Kurdsville clues. And then find Vivian.
Vivian's nowhere in sight.
Where'd she go? Did they kidnap her? What's going on? Who done it? Miles Kurt is dead. The sewers.
If the depths is the route, then I need to get neck deep in it too. The hell's Manja and Manja, or Secret Show? Both got cult fingerprints all over them. Nah, gotta talk to someone who speaks street and majors in crazy.
But hi, Terrence. Jack Pepper's a solid name. Yeah. The naming puns in this game, Terrence, are top notch.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a machine, like an old Tommy gun, but instead of being called Tommy, it's called James. So it's James gun. It's called James gun. So we've got, oh, I can't pull my guns. It won't let me do it. I don't think I got any new collectibles, no.
Hey, Stinktail. What do you know about local cults?
Well, Spike D's got quite the cult following, so,
Sweet Lyburn. No, something more classic, like, I don't know, crazy, trigger-happy, big on robes, that kind of cult.
not much to go on, but, oh! Uh-huh. Yeah. There's this bunch of loonies. Came down from the north a couple of months back. They check all the boxes. Robes, concealed heat, all that jazz. And let me tell you, boss, they can take blue like Brian Coker after a solid swing. Last I heard, it'd been hanging around the secret showgrounds.
Yeah. What the hell is this secret show? I got a murder and 2 crazy leads pointing me straight at it.
Oh, Manja and Manja's secret show, of course. Huge fair. Can't miss it. Clowns, mimes, the wikes. Must have been there at least once.
I was waiting for us to get to this place.
I hate mimes.
Yeah. Anyway, boss, the bestest of bestest.
Wait, look at the nice
The grounds are
details
like
with their
the perfect
color
spot
gradient
for the
choices.
cultists
Oh!
and crazies.
You mean I'm
They
not
blend
this
right
color?
into the crowd.
Black and...
Maybe.
Here's
But
the
if there are
thing.
mimes, I'm punching
Black
through
and
that
white
glass
fixes everything. You could be having the worst rosacea of your life. Turn it black and white and your skin is like perfectly fixed. It's crazy. Y'all want to see what I really look like? Huh? Fine, you're right. I've been lying this whole time. I'm actually in color. I've been lying this whole time. I'm not black and white. I don't see black and white. I see all shades of color. I hate to break it to you. It's all been a lie. Okay. Ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Hi, Lonely. Head to the depths. Oh, he still wants to talk more to me.
The quite big affair was all a hoax. No
I think
war,
you know
no
someone.
nothing.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? I was there,
Lonely, that's
bozo.
good.
Got the purple spade and scars to prove it.
Well, I'll double check my sources. Maybe triple check.
We had, speaking of tornadoes, last week we had another big storm and some tornadoes came through and got really close again. They were like less than 10 miles west of me.
Chocolate that tastes like lies.
The storms be storming this spring. Where's my car? There. That's not my car. The car's on this side. Hey, you want to talk to me too?
Jack!
It's Mr. Pepper to you, kid.
Pepper Schmepper! Are you going someplace fun?
Yeah, I'm going to
might
the
be-
circus.
Go someplace fun! And bring me a gift!
If I'll get
Yeah,
a...
Super El Nino ramping up.
Bring me
Yeah.
balloons, Jack! Lots of balloons!
Mecha Chameleon. I'll have to look it up.
Why would I...
I'm calling my
The flood again? No.
Okay, Millie. I'll get you some balloons.
Millicurd. So now we just have an adopted daughter. I don't think Jack's ready to be a father. Oh, guys, guess what happened to me today? Very dangerous. Coming home. I'm turning off the main road onto my road. And, you know, I'm tired. I'm just driving. Probably not paying attention as well as I should be. But I also think it was hard to see. So, like, you know, I'm in a rural area, so there's trees. Lots of trees along the road and houses. And apparently, one of the trees, either they were cutting it, they were trimming it, and working on it, I think there might have been vehicles in the yard. But there was a branch hanging in the street. It wasn't on the ground. It was hanging down. So from far away, it's just blending in with the tree line, right? So I didn't know it was low until I got like right up to it, and I couldn't swerve because there was a car coming at me. So I had to hit that branch full on with my car. My poor car got all scratched up. Luckily it was just like not like a massive branch that was going to go through the windshield or something. But it scraped up my windshield and over my roof of my car. But I'm like, that's scary. That was scary. And I didn't like it. I did not like it. Wait, we got a manhole here. We got a manhole. Not doing that. I want to go to the circus. I want to go to the circus. Could have got some from that.
Okay, Jack.
I know I could sue.
The clowns will be there, and that is okay.
All right, we got our James Gunn here. Yes, we have. Here's like the fun naming conventions, Terrence, you're still listening. So instead of a Mauser, the pistol, they call it the Micer. Just boomstick, DeVarnisher, nothing big. But they got the James Gunn, loose cannon, kiss kiss. Oh, I don't want that. I want my James Gunn.
Well, well, if it ain't the fun police. Better circle around this bunch.
Hey, y'all.
No entry.
You ever get bored saying that?
Spectacular Acrobat Brothers. They do flips and tricks. Alright, that's where we're gonna have to go, but I want to check back in this corner real quick. Oh, that's where I came from. Anything in here? No, okay. Alright guys, no worries. Woo! Hey! Forget. The guy, this is dying, he goes, forget about it. Yeah, let's check out your DM real quick, Lonely. Oh, hell yeah. Let me show stream. Yeah, I've been seeing this all over TikTok. I've been seeing this game all over TikTok. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's a game where you play hide and seek, but you have to paint yourself to blend in. Nice. And of course, like, you see it like this, but the other people see it like, because like you're hiding, you're small, and they're big, so everything's smaller to the people looking for you, so you blend in a lot better. Very nice. I think I almost called it Gambling Gnomes. No, what's it called? Something Gnomes. That game's out now too. I should see if that one's on Game Pass at all. Exit only. Where the heck do we go? I want to get in here. This exit only. Oh, the wall. The wall. Oh, prize backstage key. Oh, not the dogs! Not the dogs. Blueprint, thank you very much. Oops. Berglin gnomes, thank you. I don't know why I thought it started with a G. I kept trying to say gurglin gnomes. Key, please. Keys, please. Oh, there's some over here. Oh, yeah. And we're back. Do I want to be back, though? It wants... No.
Oh, I'm just... Huh. They don't even check their corners.
No entry. Move along.
Come on, mix it up a little.
So that was just for the fun of it to come back out? Because now we have the key. Now we're behind them. That's so funny. They don't see us. Oh wait, the world's strongest shrew. The clown parade. Hey, forget about it! Forget about it!
Quite the spectacle, wasn't it, dear?
You can say that again, hun. Oh, now the whole season's ruined, and I was so looking forward to the clowns.
I'll never understand your thing for those bozos.
You can say that again, bub.
No entry, huh? What's back here? Anything? Dressing room. Amazing two-headed man. The sideshow great grizzly. Clown parade. Okay. How do I look? Oh shit. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to swear. I wanted to look. Remember, I need to get her balloons while we're here. Don't let me forget. I have to get balloons or something. Y'all, anybody selling some balloons? To this side. Do you think I can jump through that? Wait. Wait, how do I... Is it jump, jump, dash? No. Jump, jump. Dash, jump. Okay, nope. I was gonna try to see if there's an achievement to get through the fire. Oh, I couldn't make it. Kurt's murder scene is flat out dead end. Ooh, we are over an hour into stream.
Mamma mia, I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
We should take a quick 3-minute break, run those ads. Okay, so I will BRB if you guys want to take your break as well. We'll see you in a second. My body's sore. Timing as usual. Hey, wait a minute, Mike. It's my boy, it's my son, it's Michael. Michael. Thanks so much for the raid. Thank you for the shout out. Welcome on in. How was marathon? We're just taking our pre-roll break. All right.
You the chief around here?
Who? Me?
Oh, Mike, if you're still here,
You want to rub a salt into my
I probably will
wound,
not
huh?
be able to do any
Your
games
what
this
in your
weekend.
what?
You one of them coppers, huh?
I have a wedding on Saturday and then Sunday.
Yeah, something like that.
My cousin's
So tell
home
me,
from
what the hell
college and he
happened
wants to go to
Can
a
you see her?
Magic the Gathering pre-release
event.
and he wants us all to go, so I'm gonna go. I'm not
gonna
gonna play in it,
Really wish
but I'll
you would
go.
stop doing that.
stop a water.
Just walk me through what happened, step by step.
Well, we had a rehearsal. Francesco was high on the wire. He's a funambulist, see?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
See, up there. He walked the line and he...
Fell?
Oh mio Dio.
Right. So where is he now? And why does it look like a tornado hit this place?
Oh, this elefanto is really a domo. Look at a mess. He went straight through the props.
Wasn't just panic, right?
See? See, Francesco's got a bit of a problem, huh?
Let me guess. Cheese.
A chugs like a water, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. So he falls, freaks out, bolts.
Don't tell me he's afraid of mice. Or that the clowns were behind it. I hate clowns. And mimes.
You stupido? No. The cheese must have worn off, eh? He's a sulking somewhere in the debris, huh?
Right. I'll poke around and check in on Francesco. You see anyone messing with the equipment?
Eh? Crowd was a full, huh? Could have been anyone. Take a look around, huh? It's a stupido elefanto. Him and his Donato vices. Man, the money we're gonna sink into cleanup.
I knew he was faking that accent.
Kai, have you heard anything about a TV show called Rivals? I think it's a British show. I think it might have 2 seasons. I've only just started hearing about it on TikTok. And it stars my favorite Hobbit! Maybe. It stars my favorite Hobbit. It stars Aiden Turner, who played Keeley, the Hobbit. I love that guy so much. And so all the TikToks I'm getting are like fan cams of his character. Okay, pause chat. You know, I know guys that you indulge me a lot, and I'm gonna ask you to indulge me again real quick. I have to show you this. And I'm like, I keep forgetting to Google it, but I have to figure out where I can watch this. Aiden Turner. I think, is his name Declan? His name is Declan. Okay, Declan fan cams. I need to see. I need to find some TikToks for you. Okay, wait. I need to know what show this is. It's also got David Tennant. Has the doctor right? Yeah, it has David Tennant in it. Okay. But I see like everyone like thirsting after his character, and his character's like not even like I don't even know if he's like.
Open your shirt. More than half your audience are female. We like chest hair.
Really?
I keep getting fan cams like this. I keep getting all these clips.
Go again?
And I'm like I just watched Poldark because he's the star of Poldark. And I loved the first couple seasons, but the last couple seasons are horrible because they turned him into a cheating, a major cheater. And I hate, you know how I feel about that. And it made me so mad at him because he's the main character. Oh, it made me so mad. He had like the perfect, wonderful wife, and he cheats on her, and it made me so angry. That show made me. I hated the ending. I didn't want to finish it, but I did. But I loved the beginning of it. But yeah, I've been getting so many clips from this show, so I'm trying to figure out where to watch it. Where to watch Rivals? But a lot of the fan cams I get are him and the main. I think the other guy's kind of the main character, but it's like always like shipping them together. Oh no, just make her. Oh, it's on Hulu. Really? Yes. Oh, I can watch it. I can watch it tonight. No, I can't. Fudge. My brother owns Hulu, and every time I go to use it, it makes me have to put in a. Oh wait, no. Yes, I can watch it. I can watch it. I forget. He forwards me the Hulu passwords now automatically. Yes, I can log in. Yes, it's mine. I won the money. Here's some good amount of red delts. Man is built. And I'm not a mustache girly, but you know you're hitting midlife crisis, middle age, when the mustaches start to hit. When the mustaches start to look good. I was shocked. I'm like, that is straight up, what's the guy everyone loved back in the 80s from Magnum PI? Right? They loved his mustache. I've always hated big bushy mustaches. I don't mind like a little mustache and like beard. Tom Selleck. That's the full Tom Selleck giant bushy mustache. I'm not into that. But then I saw him and was like, okay, actually it's doing a little I can see why my mom was into Tom Selleck. I get it now. I get it now. It's so funny. Alright, thanks for indulging me, chat. A girl's gotta have her hobbies.
Mamma mia! I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh my gosh, the pop culture references in this game are so good.
Mamma mia! I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
It's so good. Mustaches aren't hot, but certain mustaches on certain people are effing hot. Exactly, yes. Yeah. Like, for instance, if I grew a mustache, not attractive. Breaking news! One of the recent Mouseburg Herald issues. This one features an alarmist piece about carnival grounds on the outskirts of Mouseburg. Supposedly the land was an ancient squirrel burial site. Later, the scene of a tragic mining accident where several shrews met an unfortunate end, and eventually a hotspot for shady deals and bizarre experiments. Today, it's a thriving community of circus performers, stage magicians, and members of various cults. A squirrel burial site. An ancient squirrel burial site. I need 4 tickets for the secret show. High noon. Hi, old timer. Balloons? Anybody got balloons for sale?
Oh,
look.
It's okay. It's okay.
Too funny. Wait, I might be able to do it.
Hopping around.
I did it!
Detective.
I made it through! And he made a comment, but I didn't get anything from it. Interesting. Okay. Never mind. What about this rope? Oh, that's the rope that broke. Oh, another con.
Hey, man.
Hey, this the way to the elephant's dressing room?
Yeah, but as you can see, cleanup's still a mess. You'd have to be like fast as the wind, you know, run on walls. Can you do that?
Yeah, I don't think I can. Or even want to.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, man. Just do it. Please.
Ew. Guys, that kind of makes me sad because is this a reference? I mean, the Don't Let Your Dreams Be Dreams is Shia LaBeouf, right? Wasn't Shia LaBeouf's dad kind of like a clown performer? Did anybody watch that show that was based on his life? Kind of sad. And I kind of feel like that's a reference to him. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But now it makes me sad because I'm sad about Shia's unfortunate trauma and downfall. Oh, I can run. Oh, I can run on walls. Because he was a sad clown.
Hey, man. We're not even done down here.
I want to get up on that top part. It looks like you can get up there. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get up here somewhere else. Dumbo? This is a Dumbo reference if I've ever seen one. I hated Dumbo as a child, and I still do. I stand behind that. I can't watch it. It's depressing and sad and awful, and watching elephants getting drunk, horrible.
Yes?
Hey, I'm
Oh no, the police?
Oh, no. I'm a private dick.
Oh, the language.
As in private detective. Just here to ask a few questions. You do that high wire act often?
Yes, sir. Since I was a baby, it's my, coup de grace, yes.
Yeah, coup de grace indeed. So, what went sideways this time?
I don't know, sir. Swear on my mother's grave, it just happened.
Well, not much to work with. But everything cracks with the right nudge.
Poor elephant.
I didn't do nothing bad, sir.
Accidental manslaughter. Fell and crushed him. Okay. I did it. Poor elephant. I feel bad for it. Breaking news! One of the recent Mousebird killed issues. This one offers a profile of one of the most prominent Big Mouse Party members, Jacob Buns, better known as Pierogi Jake Buns, or just Pierogi as his friends call him, was once a small-time crook operating in the depths of Wallet Bay. Thanks to the rehabilitation programs spearheaded by Milford Sawyer and Miles Curd, Buns turned things around, launched a legitimate business, and quickly rose to become one of the BMP's most loyal and trusted members. Guys, speaking of breaking news. Hi, Jail. Speaking of breaking news. I don't know if this is just news that's local or if it's national news, if you guys have seen it. New serial killer alert. Okay. New serial killer alert. Officially, I think the police are going to declare the serial... Wait, what am I photographing here? This bucket? Yeah, I guess a bucket. Don't know why... That's a hell of a lot of blue cheese in one place. Oh,
it's like finding cheese in a maze.
Interesting. So actually, just this like a couple miles down the road from where my aunt and uncle live. So Spock and Rambo's parents, where they grew up. Same road, just farther east, I think. From them, there's a farm. I think it's a farm or a property that has land. They're digging up bodies that have been buried, and they found at least 4 full human remains. And the person that they bought the property from a while ago is now is now dead. So the old person who sold it to them, they think he might have been a serial killer. Scary. At least he's dead now, but hopefully they can find out and get justice for the family members of the people that are there. And who knows how long ago it happened. It's crazy. The news getting a little too close to home, you know? Oh, I had to press Francesca for the truth.
I didn't do nothing bad, sir.
You want to move there? Or you want you to move there?
Then
no, I want you to move out by me.
A bucket of blue cheese leftovers.
Don't worry, the serial killer's dead though.
Oh no, Barco was supposed to dump. I mean, take out the trash. Oh no.
Hey, relax.
Someone found a serial killer in our ship?
To arrest you.
Yes.
Really?
Out by where my aunt and
Now
uncle
talk
live,
to
which
me.
they live
Where'd you
about.
get the cheese?
They live like 15 miles from me.
Sir,
and then like a few miles farther than that. The
right,
people who
that
live on this land of property discovered some human remains,
dealer?
and so the cops have been out there and they've been digging up, and so far they've dug up 4 bodies. And so they're pretty sure at that point with 4 bodies, they're declaring it a potential serial killer. The previous property owner, they believe, is responsible. But unfortunately, they've already passed away, so can't seek justice in that aspect. But yeah.
Realization. All the training, my career crumbling. What I done?
But it's been like unfolding news over the last week.
To my room, straight through the decorations.
So,
panic. But yeah, the guy who, you know, had called the police after he found, I think he found a human skull, I think is what he said first.
I think that's all for now.
So he had to call the police.
Get some rest and
And so when questioned, he said when they bought the property a while ago from the previous owner, like, of course, the thing they say is, yeah, the guy was weird. They said, you know, the guy was definitely weird, but, like, you know, it's not like you'd think, oh, serial killer. They just said something wasn't right about him, and they just didn't like him, but, you know, they wanted the property and they bought it, and that's the last they ever had to deal with him. When we were in high school, they found a woman's had a refrigerator box down by where one of your teachers lived. Oh, it's awful. Give me my ticket. I need 3 more tickets. I need 3 more.
See? I told you something was off. Cops all over, and now a PI? Bet it's got something to do with that dame.
What dame?
3rd row, the one you were ogling, right up until the elephant dropped on that poor guy. And don't give me that I have a squint BS.
I do have a...
Ah! Oh, zip it!
Interesting.
Oh, more
Time to check the
flatbread.
audience
Let's
seats.
go. Oh! Also, guys, I know you guys like to tease me about my about my cooking and my air fryer. Is my air fryer an air fryer? Remember? Guess who traded up? Guess who traded up? I got rid of my Giant Ninja because it was old and it was hard to use, and so I never wanted to get it out to use it as an air fryer. My grandma decided she wanted it back, and so instead she was going to sell, she has an air fryer toaster oven she was getting rid of. And I was like, why don't we just swap? So I got a fancy full free toaster oven, and so this one actually sits on my counter. So I'm hoping, right now I haven't used it yet, I haven't hooked it up, but because of the garage sale, my kitchen and my dining room are messy, and I don't really want to like cook and use it when it's messy in there. I want to clean up first. It's a let's see, air fryer. It's one of these bad boys. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this bad boy up. Look at this beauty. Look at this thing. So now it sits on my kitchen counter. I'm so excited because I'm gonna the Ninja Flip. No, it was just it was like the OG Ninja. It was OG Ninja, so it was a 3-in-1. It was an air fryer, a pressure cooker, and a crock pot, right? But depending on it came with 2 lids. So if you're using the pressure cooker, you have to put the pressure cooker lid on. But the problem is because of how it works, like the one lid just doesn't come off. It just flips open, then you put the other one. So it was really hard to store it all, and it was so heavy. And it was like, and I didn't like how it looked on my counter, and I just didn't want to get it in and out all the time. So, yeah, OG Ninja blue hair and everything, yeah. I just didn't like it, and it's seen better days. I used it as a crock pot a couple times for like work potlucks, but again, it was like I had a hard time figuring it out. So now I got this one. I'm like, you know what? Basically, it's just an oven on your counter. I just put in my settings, boop 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 boop, and then I got my little tray. I'm gonna put my jalapeno poppers in there. Boom boop 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 boop. Air fried. Done. Jalapeno. Hi, bye. We're putting jalapeno poppers. We're gonna put some fried mac and cheese in there. I also do a lot of like boneless chicken wing bites, like chicken nuggets, but they're like, they call them boneless wings, but they're just chicken nuggets. Put those in there, and then I like to bring I do like to bring my leftovers home. I don't like them to go to waste, so sometimes I'll bring French fries, and we all know those don't heat up well. But now with my air fryer, hopefully that will change. I've missed you too. Bye. I know you had a lot going on, and I hope everything is getting better. And I miss. We were just talking about doing another community movie night, but I miss the old movie night hangs, the old streams. But I was thinking about doing. We were talking about doing an old Masters of the Universe now that the new one's out. All right, back to the game. But yeah, I had to show off my new toaster oven and air fryer because I don't cook. I'm a bad cook, so I like to do like prepped meals, right? I like to do ones that someone's already done the work for me, and I can just stick it in the microwave. But obviously, some of the things I buy, they have to go in the oven, and I hate using the oven. I hate using the oven. Still dying, but not quite dead yet. No, bye, no. Sometimes I feel that. I go through a cycle in my life, and I feel like, and it's probably seasonal depression, but I feel like I hit another existential crisis bit for a while. Like, today's a good day, but every once in a while I'm like, oh my god, I'm 36. What's going on with my life? I've got nothing. And then I hit it, I'm like, ugh. There's so many things I need to do still in life, and I just feel depressed about it. And then I remember, why am I thinking this way? I'm very privileged. I have a house. I have somewhat of my. Oh, the other problem is when your health goes down. I still have my decent amount of my health, but I don't know why it just. It hit like last week pretty hard, and I was just like, ugh. I think I'm having my midlife crisis. But till then, we play silly mouse game. Oh, can I go in here? Can I go in here? Oh, I did it. You have to make it 2 more weeks, and then you most likely get a diagnosis for your problems. Oh my gosh, bye. Yes, fingers crossed for you. I hope so. You're gonna hit 30. Bo Burnham made it inside at 30. And what have you done? Exactly, Mike. That's how okay. I mean, we all feel like that, but here's the thing. We're comparing ourselves to people who are the 0.001% centers, right? Most of us will never be the master of any craft. Okay? The odds of that being the likelihood of ever happening is like winning the multi-billion-dollar lottery. It isn't gonna happen. But for some reason, our brains, we always feel like the imposter syndrome, right? I feel like that's the struggle. My problem is I'm hitting a point where, like, I love my independence. And I've never been one who I feel like needs anybody else really in my life to, like, fulfill myself. But at the same time, like, I'm 36. I ain't got a family. Like, I've been working the same job for 20 years, and I'm making, like, barely enough to get by. I do think probably money problems also aid in the depression. I'm like, I'm struggling to get by. I ain't got a family. 36 years old. My mom's right. I'm gonna die alone, kind of thing. But bye. Yeah. Bye. I hope you can get an answer to your problems because, oh gosh. I mean, that's the hardest part of struggling with having issues and then having to go through the whole gamut of you knowing something's wrong and being like, let's fix it. And then having them being like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. We'll see you in 2 years. And you're like, okay, guess I die. I'll just die then. I went through that a couple years ago. Luckily for me, my problems got squared away. So I hope, well, not all my problems, but my big problem is. So I hope they can help you. Yeah, if we all just had a little bit more money. Exactly. That's what I always say. I don't need to be a millionaire. As much as it'd be fun. As much as being a millionaire would be fun, and we all just go on our yachts and have fun. My brother and I always said, just the fact of having money, so because they say, you know, money doesn't buy happiness. There's so many other things that make you depressed, right? We'd still be depressed that we aren't the best at what we want to be. Like, we'd still have imposter syndrome probably. But taking away at least the stressor that having no money causes, right? You could take half those worries away, because so many things are like, well, I can't afford to get my health care, or I can't afford to go on that vacation, or I can't afford to fix my car. Like, get rid of all of those, and then we only have to deal with half of the problems. That'd be so nice. That would be so nice. Deathmonger! No! We love you, Deathmonger, and we're glad. We're glad.
Definitely
Hopefully
used.
that you're
Just
doing
like the
better. That you're here with us. Come hang with us.
He's down at Waller Bay.
Do all your blood work again, because it's been over 6 months trying to get to this one appointment. Oh my gosh, but I you know, I was a person who avoided the doctors for 17 years because I just didn't see a need to go. Like, I only went to Med Express the few times I got sick, right? A few times I had a sickness that I needed meds for, I went in. But other than that, I never went. And then once my health, once I realized that my health had gone down and I had something serious that that wouldn't just go away, I took the time to figure out what it was. You know, it's not like I'm a hypochondriac coming in going, I don't feel right, can we fix it? I'm like, I went into I had to get a doctor. Number one, that was hard as hell. Trying to get a doctor for anyone to even see you. I called like 3 places and they all denied me. We're not taking new patients, sorry. And I'm like, and that's when I was like, I really wish I would have said it on the phone to a receptionist. I was like, okay, guess I die then. I'm literally, my gallbladder is gonna burst at this point. I've had a bum gallbladder for 10 years and it's to a point where it's like, I can tell it's not working. It's clogged. Like, guess I'll just die here. It's gonna rupture. Just like, sorry, we can't see you. Okay, thanks. Luckily, my sister-in-law ended up getting me into her doctor. She called and pretended to be me and complained and got me in. So, but yeah, so I was like, I made sure to do all the work ahead of time. So I went into my doctor and I said, hey, I haven't seen a doctor in 17 years. I'm in my mid-30s. I know my gallbladder's bad. I'm pretty confident my thyroid's going bad. My mom has Hashimoto's disease, and for years I've had the symptoms, but like, it's been manageable. It's getting to a point it's not manageable anymore. So I think that's a problem, but you know, gallbladder's main priority. And then I said, oh, and I also think I might have broke my foot, and now it's healed bad. That's third down the list. I'm just giving you the list of things that I'm here for. And of course, you know, they kind of go, okay, we'll see. It could be, they're like, oh, you say your gallbladder's bad? Well, it could just be this. It could just be that. And I'm like, I know it's not. I know it's my gallbladder. Sure enough, they did an ultrasound, and the lady's like, I don't even see a gallbladder in here. She's like, something ain't right. And my gallbladder was so clogged, they couldn't even run the tests on it. And basically, after I had still had to do all the tests. And finally, when they send you to like the hospital to run, like they run radiation through it and all that stuff. And when the gallbladder didn't show on the X-rays for that either, they're like immediately scheduled me emergency surgery. And I'm like, thank you. Like, it's not like we're coming in here crazy. We're telling you something's wrong. That might have broke my foot. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't broken. He did eventually give me permission, like, wrote me a script for an X-ray. They didn't see any signs of breakage, but I had sprained it so bad that I think it, like, when it healed back up, my coworker was telling me about this. So one of my feet, like on the sides here, has a huge lump now, and it hurts all the time. When I walk, it gets really sore and all this. And she's like, yeah, basically, like, your tendons, like, swelled up, or like Like a bone, basically a bone spur grew there after it healed improperly. But they said, luckily, they're like, well, nothing we could have done about it. It just is what it is. It was such a bad sprain. But, but I'm like, at least I got it looked at, because I was feeling pretty bad. I'm like, it's been a year and I never got it looked at. And that's what I mean by, like, I don't go to the doctor unless I really need to. And then he's like, all right, we'll see you next year for your physical. I'm like, bet you won't. Nope, you won't be seeing me anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah, but gosh, I hope everything comes out good. I really do. I really do, and I hope they get you taken care of immediately. All right, yeah. I felt like
even possible?
I felt like I was missing something up there. No, yeah. See, I'm missing something. What the hell am I? See, I really can't multitask. I really can't multitask. I'm so bad. No, this is a dead end! Where the hell do I go? Where the hell do I go? This is a dead end. This is a dead end. Oh, yeah, this. I forgot. Okay, here we go. His sister's friend went to the doctor and complained of chest pains, and the doctor said it's just stress from finals. Come back if it persists after they're over, and she ended up dying of a blood clot. Oh, yes. That's horrible. Exactly, it's horrible. It's like, here's the thing is, I understand there, and this is where the issues arise. There are people out there, right? There are people out there that come in, because my cousin was an EMT, and there's people who come in for everything, and there's people who lie, and there's people who do this. And so, like, you know, unfortunately, anything in life, now the doctors basically are like, well, the odds of it being something bad are low, so most likely it's this, but, like, they don't take the time to actually listen and, like, check, right? They're always, like, just kind of pushing on to the next person. And it's like, if we took all the times to properly check ahead and, like, rule it out, then send us home with, like, the hypochondriac syndrome, right? Oh, I forgot. I actually gave my doctor 4 things while I was there. I hit him with all 4 things. I'm like, I know this sounds like I'm a hypochondriac, but it's been 17 years I've been making a list of issues. My 4th thing on my list was, I also think I have POTS, which is if for anyone who doesn't know, it's a syndrome where your blood pressure drops really quickly, and then you pass out, and it's from, like, your posture. So, like, if you stand up too fast or you bend over and then stand up, and I've had that since childhood, but obviously I didn't know anything about what that was until, you know, I learned it on the internet. So I told him, I said, I think I have this, and I told him, and he goes, yeah, and he goes, at least he goes, that sounds like you do have it, and he goes, but, he's like, in order to diagnose it, you have to go through, like, rounds and rounds of cardio tests, because they're going to want to check your heart first to make sure your heart's okay. And he's like, and that's a big, expensive bill. And he's like, do you want to do that? And I said, is it life-threatening? And he goes, no, and you seem like you've been managing it for 36 years. I'm like, yes. And he's like, then you don't have to. You just say you have it and just learn to take care of yourself. And I went, thank you. I was like, so at least my guy listened to me a little bit. But it was funny because at first he's like, well, it's probably not your, like, when he said that, it's probably not your gallbladder. It's probably this. I'm thinking, buddy, I know for a fact it's my gallbladder. I know for a fact. Because, again, when it first started going bad, I blamed it on my lactose intolerance, because I am lactose intolerant, and I would get it when I'd eat cheese, right? So I'm like, it was just suddenly a new symptom I was having, and it was like, oh, now I'm having, like, full body cramping, like my whole body was cramping up when I'd eat cheese. I was like, that's weird. And I blamed it on that for a long time. And then I also said, or it could be an ulcer. I was really stressed. But as it got really bad, I started to notice like exactly where it would hurt, and then I figured out which foods specifically triggered it every time. And it was always fried foods, things heavy in dairy, and butter. I had to cut out butter, and it was so sad. You think you have POTS, but you're not even gonna get into that? Yes. Yeah, and so basically so that's what he told me. So if you care to know, he basically said there's nothing they really do for you. You can get an official diagnosis, and that's it. Like, I know some people I think have, like, I've seen one lady online that has, like, a dog that warns her when she's gonna have an episode. But, like, for me, it's like, well, I know when I'm having I know when it's coming on because you start to get dizzy. And so for me, I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit down. I just immediately sit down. So, like, if I'm grocery shopping, I have to sit on the floor, which is really embarrassing. I'll sit down real quick until I catch my breath and stuff. If I'm home, I just collapse to the floor and lay down. And so, yeah, you know when it's about to make you pass out, exactly. And so basically he's just said that's what it is. He's like, basically all they're gonna do is they're gonna charge you to teach you how to manage it. He's like, do you want to go through that? And I said, no. He's like, well, I'll just say you have it. He's like, I just can't give you the official diagnosis. I was like, all right, thanks. Yeah, you lay down. Me too. I always have to either, if it's not horrible enough that I have to lay down, like, sometimes I'll just, like, kind of squat down for a second. And I'll just, like, lean down to get the blood back to my head. But I always make sure, like, I'm near a chair or something, or I'll sit down. But yeah, if I'm home as a kid, I used to just get up and I'd start walking and I would just, like, crumple to the floor. Just crumple to the floor and you lay there and everyone's like, are you okay? Yeah. I'm okay. Alright, 'twas a magnifica evening, my dear, aside from the little cheese incidento with that Dumble Alfonso. He's a good boy, see? Just can't lay off of the cheeser. If he ever discovers the blue, we are doomed. Doomed. It's a high-profile meet after the grande spectaculo. Regular thing on the clown backstage. Wait! I gotta do it, chat. It's a high-profile meet after the grande spectaculo. Regular thing on the clown backstage. Invite only. The police, some old world eggheads, very exclusive. I'm kind of big here, so I might get you in, eh? Okay, I'm trying to do it. Okay, I'm terrible with voices. I'm trying to do the Mario voice. It's a me. And I feel like I'm coming off Cajun. Why can't I do it? Ciao, Bella. P.S. I'm leaving my wife. There we go. I'm leaving my wife immediately. Nicola Mangia. Managing Director, Mangia.
A high-profile meeting.
For a while, it's pretty bad, and you can get through showers. Yes, the hot showers. I love a hot shower, but that will do you in. Yeah. I feel like, overall, now that I'm older, it's not that I'm better. I feel like the showers don't affect me as much. As a kid, they used to give me all the time, but I think it's also because I'm hydrating more too. So I'm trying to, and that's what they told me. He basically said, get good rest, make sure you're hydrating, make sure you're eating well, is what he told me to manage it. So I'm definitely hydrating better, so it helps. But when I grocery shop, I try to always make sure typically I'll grocery shop, I'll go with my mom. So I always have someone with me because it's getting harder for that, like the bending down and picking up heavy stuff all the time. And I'm like, I really don't want it to happen where I fully pass out, because if you pass out and you're not in a good position, right, for the blood to get back to your head, it can cause some serious damage. So it's like, I do think about that, and I try to plan ahead. But it's passing out from singing. You've had a few times in the shower when you got to crouch down. Yeah. Start singing really hard. Yeah, maybe you're not breathing well enough, Shiv, but you're singing really hard like that. Mine is mostly, like, I'm in the shower and I can bend down to grab something, and because of all the hot water, and then I stand up, it's like your blood just drops. Your blood pressure just downfalls. I mostly get it, like I said, when I'm carrying heavy stuff and I'm bending up and down, or like today, for instance, I come home, I'm really tired, so I lay on the couch for an hour. And then I go to get up, and as soon as I stand up, that's when I have to, like, immediately just pass out on the floor. Like, I've passed out 2 times. No. I've actually passed out 3 times, legitimately. But I don't know if it's the pots, or if most likely it was something else. Like, one time it was standing with my legs locked, breathing in paint fumes for an hour when I was learning, I was doing a seminar at work. They were teaching us some stuff. And I couldn't get out of the space I was in. I don't have claustrophobia, but I think sometimes when I'm closed in like that, the pots might kick in or something, and so I passed out there. And then I've passed out donating blood twice, which again happens when you donate blood. So, and overall, it's like very peaceful passing out, but it's not good. It's not good. Wait. Rare autoimmune disease that women are more susceptible. It primarily targets the optic nerves and spinal cords. Oh, what did I miss? You had a friend who had something like that. She woke up paralyzed. Yeah, has to take meds to manage it. My coworker's husband had something like that. Woke up one day and he was fully paralyzed. I don't know if he was sick or something. I don't know if they ever fully diagnosed what happened. He just woke up fully paralyzed. And he had to go through years of therapy, relearning how to walk and everything. That's really scary.
He had all my charm and half the fondue bill.
Oh my gosh, yes, bye. I forget, yeah, you're a teacher. Teacher and doing stuff like that with the kids, getting up and down from the floor. Yes. And I hope, hopefully you're able to take care of yourself. And hopefully they get you this diagnosis to help with that stuff. Because I actually, as a former child myself, it's traumatic if your teacher passes out in front of the class. I had a teacher pass out from a heat stroke in 2nd grade, and it was terrifying. Of course, then, you know, the kids are all screaming and crying, and the ambulance is coming in and getting them. Ugh. But also, too, not just for the kids' sake, but your own sake. Let's hope that never happens. It's called okay, I'm not going to pronounce it. Optica spectrum disorder. As a former child myself, yeah. Yeah, heat stroke's no joke. My teacher, she was a bit heavy set, and it was one of those really awful days, like super hot. We get super hot, humid days sometimes, and it was a really bad one. And then the school didn't really have good AC, and so the poor lady, you know, she was doing something and moving too much, and she just, yeah, she had a very bad episode. And luckily she's okay. Luckily she's okay. Or at least she was okay. It's been a long time. Secret, secret. I've got a secret. Gimme! Okay, we're back outside again, so it's probably best not... No! I was about to say, it's probably best not to fall down. Oh my god, I'm horrible. Okay, this is not where I want to be. I'm going back in here. Well, and two, by not that you know, need to tell us anything, but if you think about it after all is said and done, I'd love to check in with you and make sure everything is good after your appointment. You were out drinking while floating around for 7 hours straight. So, yep, heat, drinking, all that, yeah. Had your shower to wash the lake water, started eating dinner, and something you had to go onto the floor, and yeah. Yeah, that's awful shit. Yeah. Drinking out in the sun like that, that happens a lot to people who do, like, tubing and stuff. Where are we going? Where am I? Oh, here. Here? Show me the way. Show me the way. Oh, we could go one of two ways. Gotta put our ticket in. I've only got one ticket so far. What the? Can't get in here yet. Oh, I can get in here. The floor is lava! Oh, yeah. Clowns. Why is it always gotta be clowns? Huh? Floor is lava. We're gonna switch. Morsels. Oh, yo, God, where did he go? They can run through the lava. We did it! Collect our ticket! I wonder if there's an achievement for going through all these rings. Here we go. No. Lame! Okay. How do I get out of here? Where's the entrance door? Take me home. Oh, there we go. 2 out of 4. Death can have you when it's earned you. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay, we can go this way. Most likely diagnosis is lupus. You know it's never lupus, but in this one case, you know it's never lupus. In this one case, yeah. But I mean, as much as, right, this is what I always say. As much as, like, you don't want it to be something like that, at the same time, it's like with, like, my diagnosis when I went in, it's like, I don't want my thyroid to be bad. But, like, I was actually, like, fingers crossed and praying that I'll get in there and they'll say, yes, you have Hashimoto's. Yes, you have this. This is what we can do for you. Right? Because otherwise, it's like, what's the next step, right, to figuring it out? So, yeah, so hopefully, you know, hopefully you get answers. I know the joke is it's never lupus, but, like, there was a time, too, I was trying to figure out, again, like I said, I was trying to self-diagnose some issues, and I was getting these, I get these bumps that grow on my knuckles. They get very painful, and then they itch, and they do all that, and they only come in the summertime. And of course, years spending looking it up, and one of the things constantly popping up was most likely autoimmune disorder. Could be lupus. And I was like, ugh, great. But luckily for me, I don't think it is lupus. I think it's actually my Hashimoto's. I finally figured it out that, like, I found out what they have a name for those bumps. They say that they don't have, doctors don't really have an idea of what causes them, but most likely linked to autoimmune disorders, including lupus and Hashimoto's. So now I have my Hashimoto's diagnosis, so I think that's what my problem is. You also get those bumps? You have them right now? Do you really? Because I feel like I've had them for 10 years. And I spent so long trying to figure out what they were. And I, like, would ask people, and they're like, they kept thinking, like, bug bites. They kept thinking, what's the skin rash people get with my brother gets it. What is that called? It's really itchy. Oh, I can't think of it. So people thought it was that. And it's like, I only get it in the summertime. And I only get it on my knuckles. So, like, my finger knuckles or these ones. Sometimes on my thumb. Poison ivy. No, it's a skin disorder. Eczema. Thank you. I just couldn't think of the word eczema. Eczema. So people are like, you sure it's not eczema? I'm like, yeah, it's not eczema. And it's not heat, because then people are like, heat blisters. No, it's not heat blisters. It is caused by the heat, but they're not heat blisters. But, like, I would get them, and they start as little tiny red bumps that itch like crazy, right? And then if you itch them, they swell up. And then eventually they swell up your whole knuckle. And basically they make your knuckle very sensitive so that if you bump it, like, it doesn't hurt to touch the bump. But if you bump it on a desk, it's almost like it shatters your bone through your whole hand. It hurts so bad. And so I was, Googling it, trying to figure it out for years. And they last like 2 weeks and then they go away. And like one will pop up randomly here and there all summer. And I was like, I just could never pinpoint it. And they're like, could be gout, could be lupus, could be this. And then I finally found the specific name for it this year. I saw a picture online and it matched my bumps. Granuloma and annulare, or annulare, however you would pronounce it. And it's called, so you can get them where it's a rash, or you can get them where it's, what did they call it? There's a type where it's specifically in one spot and one spot only. And they say when you have that version, it attacks your knuckles. And that they think it's linked to environmental allergens tied to autoimmune disorders. So, yeah. You have people think they're bug bites too? Yes. And the thing is, like, there's no hole. There's no hole in them. And then what's crazy too is, like I said, I always would describe it. It starts as like what looks like a bug bite with no hole. And there's no fluid. Like, I've tried to poke it. There's no fluid inside, so they're not fluid filled. And then eventually the middle deflates and it forms like a ringworm. And it's like for me, that's like what mine do. So they form like a ringworm. So like, I ended up having to use ChatGPT to figure, because I'm like, I need to figure out what this is. And I kept describing it to him, and it's like, it figured it out for me, and it sent me to like, they're like, Google this. And then when I Googled that and I saw the pictures, it's not ringworm. No, it's not ringworm, because ringworm will be, like, I've had ringworm one time from school, right? It's like a series of bumps around you that form a rash. This is one singular bump that then deflates and looks like a donut. You might have yeah, it's not ringworm. So, okay, so I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oh my gosh, bye. You're the first person who's ever said they know what I'm talking about. It feels so validating. Okay, let me show you this. So if you had no clue what the name is, this is what it is. I mean, if it's the same thing. Okay, let me switch this. So granuloma annulare is, so it can look different. Okay, so like this looks like, right, this looks like a rash, looks like ringworm, right? So when you search just this, it's like, that's not what I have. I'm like, I don't have this. This doesn't affect my skin, right? This starts to look more like it. I'm like, okay, this is looking more like it, but still not right. So for a long time, if I saw pictures like this, I'm like, that's not me. But there's different types. There's different types. So if we search, let's go here. If we search, Localized. It's called localized, I think. Localized. Boom. So it affects one spot and one spot only. We could do the hands. So this person has it pretty bad. I get just here. See, they still have it on their fingers. I get these. This kind of looks like it. So this is what it starts to look like when the middle deflates. So it kind of looks like it could be like a ring or like it looks like multiple bumps. Right here. It looks like it's multiple bumps, but it starts as one singular bump. That's what's crazy. We're unhinged Virgos. Oh my god, what if you found out it only affects Virgos? Wouldn't that be insane? Now, where's the picture? There's one picture when I finally saw it, I said, that's it. That's what I have. And I don't see it here. This is why it's so hard. There it is. This right here. This is one of the pictures I saw and I go, that's it. This is what I have. You're a Virgo and you don't get this. But you're not unhinged, Kai. You're not unhinged. It's only unhinged Virgo, so you're very lucky. You get a pass. It'll get you eventually. And then what else is crazy is when I Googled this, they said most likely usually only affects young children, even though all these pictures are adults. Mostly affects young children. Or if you get it as an adult, you get it one time and you break out in this rash. And then it goes away and you'll never get it again. That's why they say doctors don't know what causes it. They say, we don't know. We don't know what, we have a name for it, but we don't know what causes it. We have our suspicions, but we don't know. Looks like a nipple. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful when you get them. I hate them. They're horrible. And so, like, I've learned, so I've had mine like over 10 years now. I've been getting them. But now, when the first bump shows up, so like I had one a couple weeks ago, it popped up. I immediately put a Band-Aid around it so I don't itch it or it doesn't rub on anything. And then eventually, after about a week of starving it from air and light, it goes away. And then so far, luckily this spring, that's the only one I've gotten. So I am getting better from it. But yeah, so it does say they think it's linked to autoimmune disorders. Yeah, see, underlying autoimmune or metabolic conditions, thyroid disorders. But I do think they said, so like if you have lupus might be a reason that's a symptom of lupus, potentially. But, again, I don't know what else symptoms you have, but maybe you have I don't know if you would have a thyroid disorder too. So like my first thought, so even though like everything I Google always pointed to lupus, my mom has Hashimoto's and it is genetic. So like I kind of knew like if I had anything wrong with me, it most likely is tied to my thyroid. Oh, and speaking of medical professionals, chat's heard me complain about this before, right? Speaking of medical professionals kind of like downplaying your problems and you like feeling like it's like you just want to be validated, right? I only got my Hashimoto's diagnosis after having my gallbladder surgery. So I went in and said, my thyroid's also bad. And they're like, like they didn't really care about that, whatever. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's bad. I'm having some really bad issues, right? I went in for my gallbladder surgery and I came out. And only the nurse bothered to tell me this. They didn't write it down in any of the charts. My doctor, my surgeon, oops, what did I do? I hit something. Oh, there you go. My surgeon didn't even know because the surgeon comes in when everything's prepped and ready to go, comes in, does the surgery, and leaves. The surgeon was wonderful. Loved him. But the nurse was there during when they did the anesthesia and all that. And so she told me, she's like, they didn't put this in your chart, but I think you should know that they couldn't intubate you. They struggled to intubate you because they said you have a goiter. I was like, a goiter? I was like, okay, I would get an old-timey disease. What the hell? A goiter? I was like, I'm looking at my neck. I'm like, I don't have a goiter. So basically, if you guys don't know what goiter is, usually when someone has a goiter, they have like this really swollen neck, right? Like it's a big, like, swelled up neck looking thing. But basically what that is your thyroid is swollen. So they're like, they couldn't get the tube. That my throat was so closed up because my thyroid was swollen. They couldn't get the tube down. And they struggled. And they didn't put that in my chart. They were just going to ignore it. So when I told my surgeon, and the funny thing of it is, my surgeon was actually a thyroid specialist, but now he's older, so he says his eyesight's not very good, so he can't work on thyroids because they're so small. So he's solely does like stomach surgeries now, and that's his main focus. And so when I told him that, he's like, I am going to write you a script to go get your thyroid checked immediately. So I was like so thankful for him and the nurse for saying something. And so because of that surgery, they then finally said, yes, your thyroid's bad. I went and got an ultrasound. They're like, yeah, it's bad. And I even I did have blood work done before that, and they told me, you're fine. Like, they just ignored it. Your blood work's fine. You're good. So yeah, I would never have known because since the blood work came back okay. So for you, buy two, use this as an example. If your blood work is all good and they still don't say anything's wrong with you, but you still know something's wrong, fight for yourself. Because the blood work does not always show stuff like that, right? Because there's different tests they can run. They do like the main panel of blood work. So like for my thyroid, they did that. All the tests were good. But when they run the advanced blood work, the advanced blood work then showed that I had an extremely high white blood cell count, which then means that my body is killing my thyroid, basically. So even though I'm functioning, they claim that my body's functioning fine. So that's why all the blood tests were good. My thyroid's not. It's dying. So eventually eventually it would show in my blood work, but it just isn't yet. So is it safe to look now, Rick? Yeah, sorry. What was I showing? It was you didn't like all those bumps and rashes? Yeah. Seems like it's range. Yes, exactly. But they didn't even write it down. And the nurse is like, the nurse was so wonderful. And again, I loved everyone that I had. I'm thankful the team did a great job with the anesthesia. They gave me just the right amount that I was out and back to going well after I came out of it and everything. They all did a great job. But the nurse is like, I don't understand why they didn't write this down. It's like maybe they forgot. She's like, so I'm going to fight for you on this, and I'm putting it on your chart. She's like, you should take this to your surgeon immediately. I was like, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. So now, thanks to her, I was able to get my actual doctor to listen to me about my thyroid and take me serious. So... But unfortunately, they won't medicate me on my thyroid, so I just have to suffer in silence until it goes bad enough that I can get meds. But at least I know. Yeah, imagine they just didn't tell me. Yeah, I would just keep going thinking that I'm fine. Saloon. Get this guy, get him! Give me my ticket. Let's go. You have to wait to get meds? Yeah, because the thing with... So what sucks is the thing with thyroid problems. Once you medicate for your thyroid, you have to be on them for the rest of your life. It basically takes over the work for your thyroid, so your thyroid stops doing what it's supposed to. And so if you go off your meds, it's life-threatening. And so it's like the doctor basically, she said, I don't want to put you on the meds unless we have to. She's like, her suggestion is that I just keep managing the way I'm managing as best I can until my body decides it's time. And I get it. I'm a person who, I don't, like, again, I avoided the doctor for 17 years. I'm not a person who self-medicates anyways. But, like, right, you hit a point, like, I'm sure you understand this. You hit a point where you're tired of the issues. So it's like, ugh, I would just like them to be gone. So for me, my biggest factor in finally getting it checked was I have severe bouts of exhaustion just out of nowhere. Like, I say out of nowhere, but it's always usually after I eat lunch. And just all of a sudden, I'm passing out at my desk. I physically can't keep my head up. I can't do anything. And I've resulted to, like, going out to my car and sleeping. Or sleeping under my desk. Sometimes I can't even make it to the car. I just crawl under my desk and I go to sleep at work. And, you know, it's affecting my job. I can't... Like, I still only do my 20 minutes. I get a 20-minute break. And I set my alarm and I get up. But it's like... It's affecting my mental clarity, too. Because I'll be sitting there at my desk just, like, not working. And like you know, I can tell my heart's having a harder time. I just go up and down, you know, one flight of stairs and I feel like my heart's pounding out of my chest. Things like that. And yeah, I have bad cardio. I don't work out. So it's like you could point to those things too. But it's like, I just knew that over the years, because like my mom's been saying since I was a teenager that I should get my thyroid checked. Because again, she has it. I have very, like, you guys can't tell because I always put my hair in front of my headphones. I curl it for volume. I have very fine hair and thin hair, and it falls out quite a bit sometimes. And so mine was like, oh, if your hair is falling out again, like, it's falling out a lot, probably thyroid, you should get it checked. I'm like, oh, I'm fine, Mom, I'm fine. Then you hit your 30s, and then you're like, I'm dying. Yeah. So that's why I was saying at that point, it's like, as much as I don't want to have a bad thyroid, I was praying they would get me on meds. I was like, I just want to get on meds now. It'd be so... Oh, I almost gonna shoot that guy. I was gonna shoot him. I need one more ticket. One more ticket. Where'd we go? I can't go in here yet. I'm missing a ticket. Oh no, I have them all. Oops, my bad. Not the dogs! And I still gotta make sure I get these freaking balloons somewhere. I'm gonna take this one prizes. Boomstick.
What's it gonna be, Ace?
Give me a ticket. Woohoo! Hi, Rick. Dino Nuggies. Oh, yes. Dino Nuggies. Oh my gosh. Normally you have a 3 strikes rule. Once you visit your 3rd time, you need to find a care provider. If you listened to me the first time I was in here, yeah, instead of ignore me, we'd have... Exactly, Ship. Like I said, I understand, like, I can understand to an extent, like I said, where they're dealing with people every day, and, like, so they've got to keep their mind open that it could be multiple things, but at the same time, it's like, but you're also hurting the people who really know something's wrong. That's, like, it's so frustrating. Okay, I keep hitting the reload button. I'm an idiot. Can I do this? Here, I just wanted you to go to the doctor because she said your hair texture was like burnt feeling. And she's seen that several times with people that have thyroid problems. Yeah, so that's what I was wondering by, like, maybe, I mean, you know, as bad as lupus is, maybe you, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, you'll have more of a thyroid issue instead. I mean, at least that's, I don't know how, I don't know what comes with lupus, but at least thyroid's pretty manageable if they can get you on the meds, and the meds will do the work for you. You know, I know people always make the joke from House. It's never lupus, because I think that's a comment where is that what House said one time. But, like, I used to make comments, my mom and I watched it when it was airing, and I always said, it was never syphilis. They would guess syphilis every single time, and it was never syphilis. And it drove me nuts. They're always like, it could be syphilis, and then it was never syphilis.
What are you
Until there was an episode, they never bothered to guess syphilis, and I told my mom immediately, I'm like, it's syphilis. They didn't even guess it. Of course, they're leaving it out. If they would have just guessed syphilis from the first part, they would have diagnosed this person and got him out of here, because sure enough, it was syphilis by the end of the episode. So things I learned, syphilis can cause a lot of symptoms. So try not to get syphilis.
That'll shut the little devil up. For 5 minutes, maybe.
Tickets! Tickets here! Tickets!
I'm trying to get tickets, bud. Ah, keep reloading! Tickets? Only have one. Ah, where do I...
What are you buying?
What are you buying? What are you selling? That's a Resident Evil reference right there. Oh, so I could go this way. Oh,
What's it
TNT.
gonna be, Ace?
I'm gonna play this game. Okay, I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at this one! I'm really bad at this one! Go! Okay, for the love of God, go inside this. Oh my God! Why am I so bad? Reapster, hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Let me get you a shout out real quick. Playing Happy Humble Burger Farm. Ooh. Flatly, hello, hello. Welcome on in, Raiders, though. My name is Geeky. I am a variety streamer. I do play games of all types. FPSs, RPGs, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, you name it. We play it. We love video games. Also, too, though, I ramble. I talk. I spend most of my time not actually playing video games. Welcome in. We're currently been spending the last hour, all of us ranting about our horrible medical experiences with doctors. So welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you had a great stream. We're currently playing the game Mouse PI for Hire. It's a really awesome nod to the old rubber hose animations from the 30s, with a ton of modern pop culture references. Yes, get in there. Wait, am I supposed to do... Am I supposed to be getting these in the window? I have actually no clue. Oh my God, I'm so bad! Can I redo this one? That's driving me nuts. Why am I so bad? Played the playtest of the game called Flipping is Hard, and then played Happy Humble Burger. Ooh. I've not heard of either of those games. What type of game mechanics do they have? It's a fast food and horror. Okay, wait. Fast food and horror. I'm gonna write that down. I do love a good horror game, especially ones like that. Let me...
Skill issue.
Yeah, it is a skill issue. Let me write this down. Okay. Happy Humbles. Happy Humbles. Oh, Happy's Humble. Happy's Humble. Horror. Food. Game. We do a thing with my cousins and our friends. We do what we call horror ride-alongs, where we all love horror games, but we really love just those, you know, indie, like, stream it one night and you're done kind of horror games, too. And so with the ride-along, one of us, so 'cause sometimes I don't want to be the one that plays it, because I do love horror games, but they are hard in my heart sometimes. So, or I'm tired, so I'll let one of them play it, and then I stream it, and we just watch them while they play the horror game. So, like, we're always looking for games like that. It's 100% on discount? Whoa, 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 we're grabbing it. We're grabbing it right now. We're grabbing it right now. Happy Humble's Burger. Oh, there's Happy Humble's Burgatory. Happy Humble's Burger Farm. Oh, there is a free one. There's one that's $3.99 and there's one that's free. What's the $3.99 one? Oh my god, this is so perfect. Thank you so much for the recommendation. This is so perfect. Added it. Oh, this is exactly the type of game I'm looking for. Let me share this with my friend group. Okay, perfect. I just shared it with the chat. Okay. The last horror game you played had a bunch of baby batter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, true. Bye. The Ninja Sex Party, yes! It was actually a really good game. Okay, that's out of context, but in context. It's out of context. They actually do, Rick, if you, I don't know, you can filter by free games, and sometimes they'll do games and they'll completely discount them. I mostly hear of them once in a while if someone is gracious enough to post it on social somewhere or on TikTok, and they'll say, snag these games for free right now on Steam. And I'll pick them up. But no, we played a game called Dead Take. Dead Take is a kind of modern FMV psychological horror. It starred Neil Newbin, aka the voice of Astarion, right, he's also the voice of isn't he a voice of a Resident Evil guy? Or am I wrong on that? And the bad guy, I think, in Detroit Become Human. I've never played it, but I think he's in that one. Wait, I was stroking my oh yeah. Sorry, I have ADHD. I have ADHD, and I'm a hand oh my god, that sounds bad. I'm a hand twiddler. Twiddle things. Oh god, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, Neil Newbin. You play as Neil Newbin. Until Dawn 2 will have him as well, Reefster. Oh yes, let's go. I'm a twiddler. Watch out. Stay away, chat. That's why I'm at least 600 yards away behind my computer screen. And then it also starred Ben Starr, aka the voice of Clive, right? Is that his name from Final Fantasy 16? A character in Expedition 33. And then also random voice performance, very small but random voice performances from Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, Alana Pierce, and I think somebody else said was it like someone who streams and their username is CDog, maybe? I think I didn't recognize that one, but some of you might. Stacked cast. And if you don't know what FMV is like full motion graphics, I think. So there's scenes where it's fully filmed. It's like a movie. So rather than being all graphic space, it's like full film. And so the actors are themselves instead of just being mocapped. Absolute stacked. And it's like you're playing a kind of washed up actor who you're friends with a kind of rising star. And he's been missing for a while. You can't seem to get a hold of him. And it kind of is a play on the whole Harvey Weinstein kind of thing. So, like, it gets... And I kept going, it's going to be a sex cult. It's going to be a sex cult. This is weird. It gets weirder and weirder and weirder. But long story short, yeah, at the end of the game, we had a black light out. And there was a lot of things all... there was a lot going on. I'm like, I knew it! I knew it! A ninja sex cult party! I knew it! To be honest with you, by the time the game was over, I actually did not know what I didn't understand the ending. I'm not a very good memory pay attentioner when it comes to games. But like I said, it was more psychological, so I think you're not really supposed to understand. It was supposed to be like, could it be or could it not be kind of ending, but I don't want to ruin it because highly recommend it. It's a game that I have not seen anyone else play or advertise anywhere. And I'm like, it's crazy because it's absolutely stacked cast. I really liked it. Yeah, you said, oh, the cum cave, and then we end up in, yeah, 100%. I did it! I did do it! Don't you kidding me? That one's in. There we go. Thank you. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying? What are you selling? Got it. Saving the game. Yeah, so the game got really twisted and weird. But yeah, like the whole premise is there's a character named Duke Kane. He's this big Hollywood producer and everyone wants to work with him. Oh, he's amazing. But like as you get into it, you realize he's really weird and he's very abusive and controlling and all this stuff. So it was like very, like I feel like they made this game as like an homage to things that are really happening, right? It was kind of interesting. I was like, I knew what we called it.
Remember to use both barrels.
Blow up already!
What you gonna be?
What you buying? What you selling? Give me that. Oh, hey, you little guys. Get off there. I want this. Oh, we did it. We did it! Hand twiddle. I twiddle with my hands. Thank you for the lure, Creepster. I appreciate it. And thank you for being so kind. Try not to blow myself up. I was trying not to blow myself up. There's a hole here. There's a hole here. We got the axe guy. Where are we? Oh, shoot, we're back out here. I don't want to be out here yet. We got more to explore over here. Sometimes you just have to twiddle. I meant to say fidget. The worst part is I was trying to say fidget, but when my ADHD is really, really bad, I really struggle with words, and all I could think of was twiddle. Sounds so dirty. It sounds so bad. The hole is always the goal. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. You guys, so I was talking about how they had the Twitch creator camp, right? To teach you about the sponsorship dashboard and stuff that you could like, you had to read up on it and you got to get certified first before you could apply for that. And so one of the things they talked about with sponsorships, they mentioned like profanity, right? And they say, number one, you know, you should avoid profanity and lewdness in your channel when doing sponsored stuff, right? As best as possible. You know, obviously it's not like always like a all or nothing, but they say as much as possible avoid it. And I'm thinking, oh god. Oh no, not our channel. That's impossible. No lewdness, what? Because even if I'm not trying to be, it will happen. I can't help it. I used to be so innocent. Yeah, twiddle. I know it was twiddle, but twiddle does sound like diddle. That's why it sounds so bad. Okay. That goes back inside. So have I checked everything out here? I just feel like I haven't. I feel like we're missing something. Oh, no, definitely did not. We've got all this down here. Oh, it wants me to go that way. Perfect. Okay. I need to buy balloons. Does this guy let me buy balloons from him? Sure.
Tickets here, tickets.
Yeah, I know. I need to buy balloons.
What's it gonna be, Ace?
It's gonna be... Can I do this again? No, I can't. I specifically need to buy balloons for that girl. Hey, yo.
1000, ja? Und two right here and another 3. But minus the 4 who made the sneaky escape. And 1 you misplaced. Very careless. Now, add the big one. He counts for 2 because he is very large, yeah? And, wait.
Got him.
Now, add the big one. He counts for 2 because
Dino Nugget
he is very
pizza?
large, yeah? And,
I mean, you could easily make...
I need a job,
I mean,
boss.
buffalo chicken pizza exists. You could just put Dino Nuggets on it and some buffalo sauce and you're gooch.
Well, well.
My coworker and I talked about how we both just were really craving doing like
you might interfere.
Like a mashed potato potato volcano and like pouring the gravy down it and having the Dino Nuggies like in it's like we should do that.
Detective, but the clock's ticking.
Where the hell is he? Where the hell is this guy? He's so fast. He's freaky fast, freaky good. Call him Jimmy John. Where the... What the hell? What do I do? Where the hell is he? I can't see him! How do I figure out where he's at? Does he go from side to side? Oh, that was a good one. Oh, I got him!
Hold it right there, Mr. Pfeffer. We'll have to finish this another day.
He sounds
I'm
like
cash in hand, hourly,
Luis
and my
Guzman.
time's up. Gotta hurry before my bookkeeper clocks off. Guy's obsessed with westerns and the... forget it. Not your problem.
Baked taters on the crust.
Who hired
Ugh.
you? I'm not your enemy for now. But don't
Dude, but doesn't that
mistake me
sound
for a
good?
friend.
Gravy volcano mashed potato.
A hitman with a bookkeeper who has a westerns obsession. This day just kept getting wilder. Had to snoop around the Tinsel's backlot later. For now, let's see what's
Speaking
left
of,
my
wait,
suspects.
you guys, we're playing a back-to-back, weird, creepy, Hollywood-esque story games. This one's also the same. Only this one, instead of being a sex call, it's Nazis. A strange key card with an even stranger mark marks one wonder what door it opens.
Now that is weird looking. What is this even for?
Sorry guys, I'm just gonna leave you in those cages. I can't let you out. Checking for collectibles. Oh, I can let him out. Wait a minute.
All right, boys, you're free to go.
And girls? I'm a girl.
My apologies. And the girls.
Good whacking there, man. You really went the extra mile.
Do you think it'd be an orgy at the end?
You're
No.
making me blush. Still, he got away.
Ah, like a little
This is-
coward. You'll get it
Based
next
on
time.
the
We
real
believe in
history,
you.
I think it's gonna end differently.
And
unfortunately.
besides,
Yeah.
Hopefully we can stop it before it gets
deserve
there.
a prize.
A prize?
Yep, a real one. Show him, Tommy.
Righty-o, Miss Jackie.
Ta-da! A ticket!
A ticket. Yeah, great. For a show?
No, sir. A boat ride. Big party, real classy types. Says so right there on the ticket.
How the hell'd you get this?
I, found it in one of them cops' pockets. He was,
Relieved?
Yeah, relieved of the burden. So now it's yours.
Well, thank you.
Dude, it's
I guess.
11:30 or
Cool.
11:30. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Can you free us
The secret show was fresh out of secrets.
I didn't realize what
Finally,
time
I
it was.
could leave the clowns to their circus
I
and
didn't-
put the old brain back to work.
Wait, I didn't free him. Why didn't I free him? Ooh. I got a knife in the head on that one. We're not gonna free these people? Alright, we're leaving. Alright, we finished it up though, so we'll go back to base. Yeah, we'll go back to base now that the mission's done. We'll wrap up and save for the day. What is the premise of the game? You just a
I was
neo-noir
right.
detective?
I do hate the mimes. And
Yeah, basic
mysteries, especially weird
plot.
ones. It was time to pin it to the wall and see what shook loose.
Yeah, basic plot. It starts off basically you're trying to solve the disappearance of a magician who I think is an old war buddy of yours. You're a retired war vet, private dick, right? It's 30 style rubber hose animation gunplay like Doom, right? But the underlying plot that you're starting to uncover is that it's all tied to basically the build up to World War II. Okay? It's an alternate mouse universe World War II. So you have the big mouse party, bad guys, and then you have unfortunately the shrews. The shrews are being discriminated against and kidnapped and rounded up. So we're also solving all that stuff too. And it's all tied to the upcoming election, right? Between the Big Mouse Party and then the other ones. And we're still looking for the I think we're still looking for the missing magician. I'm not really sure at this point.
So, did you get me some balloons?
Yes.
I did.
Do they float?
No, they're deflated. But I got you a whole pack from
Oh,
the
I
carnival.
did.
Happy now, kid?
I did get it. I got it.
And don't call me child. Soon I'll be as big as Tammy.
Can't say Private
Yeah?
Dick after
Well, your
riding
mouth
the
already
coattails of
is.
Twiddler.
Excuse me?
They call me Private Dick Twiddler. The name's Twiddler. Dick Twiddler. Oh my god.
You know how politicians are, Millie.
Like, always making promises and never showing up?
Yeah, something like that. He's probably up to his whiskers in handshakes
The next
and empty
buy
promises.
the buy bot will
Election
be
season, you know.
Yeah,
Death
well,
by
he's
Death
never
by
around
Dick Twiddling.
anyway. Think you could call him? You're less scary than Uncle Take Cara. Maybe he'll actually pick up.
Wouldn't bet on it.
There's a naval aviator
Tell you
in
what,
World War II
here's a
named
nickel.
Dick Best.
Go see
yeah.
Uncle John, grab yourself a soda. And if I hear from your old man, You'll be the first to know, all right?
Your old man's dead.
Alrighty-o. Thanks, Uncle Jack.
She'll figure it out, sooner or later.
Thought she heard the phone call, did she not? Her dad's dead, got squashed by an elephant. Absolutely demolished. Breaking news! One of the older Malsberg Herald issues, a history edition, features quite an essay on the fabled squirrels, mythical creatures of forgotten times whose crumbling temples are still preserved in many parts of our fine country. Scholars posit these beings are likely our ancestors. Their ruins are filled with stone statues vaguely resembling bushy-tailed rodents. Unfortunately, not a single one has survived intact, so we're left asking the same questions again and again. What the heck is a squirrel? Oh, we missed another card. Jenny, Jody, Gain. Okay. And nope, got the comic. Perfect. Just check down here. Cocky ace pilot who's unconventionally saved the day. Yeah. Oops.
So, how was the secret show, Jack? Did you have an absolute blast?
He's one of the main characters in the movie Midway, too. Oh, I don't think I've ever watched that movie yet.
Funky blue cheese and the clowns. Oh, the clowns.
Eesh, I'll take that as a no. Did you at least find anything remotely useful for your investigation?
Sort of. Between the crazy clowns, the vehement vendors, the elephants. Embarrassed, eerie, exhausted.
Ah, for the love of... Cut the alliteration.
It's because all of the people in this game are animals.
I did find something solid, yeah. A perforated
attractive
card.
and non-attractive.
What's it for?
They're all the
That
animals.
is for a card slot.
Wow. Exquisite deduction. What does it unlock, dummy?
So wait till you see. Wait till you see.
Give me that. Huh.
The
Pretty
leading
standard
lady
security
starlet.
keycard.
She's
Seen
missing
these
at the
in
moment.
Banks, high security places, but some things
But she's
are.
all like,
Yeah, it feels kind of
mi amor,
unhinged.
Jack. And we're like, you're not even French. She's like, I know.
Loony, huh?
But she likes to talk French to us. Jacques Pepper. I need you to solve my case. Is she a ratty? Mm-hmm. She is a real dame. I know, I kept making the joke. My life was never the same the minute she walked through my door. I feel like wait, I'm supposed to be looking for her. But it's not listed on my... It's not listed on my thing anymore. Well, we have 3 collectibles now.
I've seen that symbol before. Just can't put my finger on where. That's for one of those fancy steamboat cruises. Could be worth a look. Getting in, though, that's the tricky part. Mob bookkeeper and a cowboy obsession, huh?
Guys, our
I
board's
know
getting
just the
very
kind of
full.
saloon he'd crawl
We're
into.
getting close.
Big Mouse Party for life!
Uh-oh. A bucket of cheese. It's a clue. That's a clue. That's another clue. Alright, I think that's where we gotta...
Embrace the new order!
Okay, I'm gonna have to go down and talk to this guy. He's saying things.
Oh, no. Not here. Not in a million years. Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here! It let me pull out my gun for there for a second. Can I chase him down? Can I actually run after him? No, I can't. Okay. Wait, is Tammy? Tammy's on my map. Does that mean I still need to talk to her?
Oh, look who's back. Where'd you run off to yesterday?
Just following some leads on Tinsel Avenue.
Oh, I kind of wish I'd gone with you.
Why? You think you missed out on something special?
Bah. The lights, the glam, the smell of genius in the air. And plenty of fresh cheese up for grabs, right?
Look, kiddo, the Dream Factory is still a factory. It may look like they're creating whole worlds, but in reality, they're just shoveling that number 9 coal.
I mean, if you're a screenwriter, sure, maybe, I don't know. But the stars, the tinsel stars shining so brightly above us like space mice or maybe some distant gods. Oh, you know what would make my day? A damn fine poster
Kinda sounds like
with an
Marissa
autograph
Tomei.
from some big celebrity. I don't care who, just something to brighten up my workshop. Please, 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 with honey-infused brie on top.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, did you clip me
But you do
saying
realize all these
Dick
big shots are
Twiddler?
just famous because they're snorting blue cheese and doing things you wouldn't believe, right?
Oh, quit being so negative, Jack. We all need to escape sometimes, you know? To get the hell away from the here and now. Even if it is just through a screen, it can make us feel like all's right with the world. Like we're home.
Yeah, but I already am home.
Yeah, that's how I feel watching all the clips of people being happy about the Knicks winning and then the World Cup stuff. I love seeing all the things about all the foreigners, like, so happy to be here for the World Cup, and then Americans being happy that they're here. It makes you happy. Alright, she has nothing to say to us yet. This guy's something to talk to us.
Sure. Oh, I know that face. You're on to something, aren't you?
You made it, Death by Twiddler.
One just doesn't have legs yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, you probably couldn't have got away with adding Dick Twiddler in there. I figured
Word
wouldn't
is
allow
there's
it.
this fancy steamboat where those crusty
That's so
lobbyist
funny,
types
Vi.
gather to play Who Controls the World.
Do you still
over
ever use
cocktails.
your Death
I
by
ain't a reason to think all the cheese
was
strings
it Death
tied
by
to the
Goth?
screw racket not on that
Death by
deck.
Goth Thighs?
I've
Wait,
even
Death
got
by
a ticket.
Death by Thighs? What was it?
Pretty sure I'm not on the guest list though.
Let me see that. Where I'll be.
Yeah, Death by Goth Girl
I know
Thighs.
this party.
Yeah.
I know the boat. I know exactly where at the docks.
Color me impressed and
That's
suspicious.
so funny.
Like really suspicious. You sure you're not mixed up in this yourself,
It's like
corny?
it's such a perfect name for you to do those kinds of
I'm
memes.
running for
I love
mayor,
it.
remember? I get invited to all kinds of hoity-toity nonsense. I don't even RSVP to half of them. Well, I usually just send a stand and gotta keep my ear to the ground. But I'm not about to step in a pile of trouble for fun. You know, don't piss where you eat.
I'd never. Makes the cheese taste funny.
And I feel like this guy again is like a nod to the old Porky
Anyway.
Pig.
Whoever uses it, swipe this from. And let's go into the details. This thing's no good without a proper referral.
But
Wow.
I do. I just love this game. It has
You
so many
could
just
go
random
as my
random
representative.
references in it.
2 rats, 1 stone. What do you say?
words usually.
Right. Just take the damn
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Godspeed, Jack.
No, I'll cruise in at about 2 knots.
My name's Jack, and I'm gonna go on a ship. Are you kidding me? Not a good look. Not a good chance for me. All right, poster. Look for the posters in the western backlot. Head to the western backlot. Attend the Fever River steamboat party and head to the depths. So we have a lot of quests we can do. We won't be doing them tonight. Next time we play, we'll probably start with a side job first before heading to the main plot. Okay, I think that's a good place to save for now. We'll go back up to our save point up here. No new news. Okay. And then I'll check to see. I know it's late. I'll check to see if anyone's online before we call it. Let's just take a gander real quick. There might be a night this week that I don't stream. I think we are going to try to go see Masters of the Universe. But typically when we go, I'm usually home pretty early. So it all depends. Also, I'm trying to tell myself that I don't need to grind as hard as we were for like in May. So if I just want to take a night off to sleep, I might do just that. Grind as hard as we were. Why do I talk? Why? Of course, I would love to raid out to Sam Witwer, but last time I think we did that, I don't think he acknowledges raids, so don't know if I'd want to do that. He's playing the Thief. Interesting. You know what? Regardless, we don't raid necessarily to be shouted out. Let's see if it lets us raid him. I'm just going to toss you guys over there. Again, for all my Star Wars nerds. Sam Witwer is an actor. He plays Star Killer in Force Unleashed, and he's the voice of Maul in the animated series. So, let's see if it lets us raid out. Hey, it's gonna work! Alright. Let's leave it at that. I won't give a raid message. I don't know. There's something different about raiding into big streams. I don't like to spam and say stuff. We'll just raid you over so we can just lurk and watch before bed. Sam Witwer's goated, yeah. Sam Witwer actually, again, seems very nice. I made one tweet once and he instantly responded to it, which was really awesome. So that was the highlight of my life. That was the highlight of my life. It's all been downhill since then. No wonder I'm hitting the midlife crisis crash out. But yeah. So I'll see you guys over there. I'll be lurking while I'm getting ready for bed. And bye again. I hope everything comes out okay with your health. So like I said, if you feel up to it, you're welcome to let us know or let me know. I would love to make sure everything's okay with you. But obviously, your health, your personal stuff, so you know, but for your sake, I hope it goes good, and I hope you can get a diagnosis and maybe you can get medicated and they can fix you. So and I hope you guys all have a good night, and I should see you tomorrow. Your last covers orders was 6-6. Yes, yay Mez. Yeah. Bye bye.